going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. So as you can see behind me, this room looks a little bit different. I'm about to rip this room into shreds. My keyboard just died. It lasted 2.5 years. And now the K button is stuck. I don't know. So I ordered a new keyboard and I have to redo this room. So I have to pull everything out of here. So I'm going to be down for like 2 weeks at least. But anyways, this is kind of my plan, actually, probably for the next few weeks anyway. So NZD USD this week, I was looking for a sell above this high right here, but we got a double top instead, right? It would appear like if they're gonna put the market down, the chances are they're gonna take that out, you know. But I was ready and flexible during red flag news, and I saw that we fell short and it started going down, so I entered. And I actually entered a second position, which, if I can get my computer to cooperate, let's see. So I entered short here, and then I entered short here, and then I took profit on both of those positions here, because it looked like we had some wicks and it was gonna head back up. But then I saw this and I re-entered short here, and I got this drop, and as soon as we got this candle, I exited again. So I did okay this week. I did okay. But I am looking for a longer term gig here. But I just, you know, I'm always early to the party, and I don't think we're quite there yet. And it all kind of revolves around the euro. Right? Because I was saying a lot, like many videos back, but I didn't trade this because of how price moved. I have no patience. I have no patience. That's my problem. You know, I was looking for longs here. I remember saying this. I was looking for longs on this weekly area, and I was looking for euro to come up and retest the broken trend line. But I missed this entire move pretty much because of my impatience. But regardless, we're coming up and we're retesting a weekly area. So first off, euro broke out of a bigger pattern, came up and retested the bigger pattern, right? And we got a clear rejection from that area, which we had another smaller pattern within that, which we broke out from, and now we're retesting that level. So from what I see is we had, you know, inverted yield curve for a while, and the Fed stepped in and started doing whatever they were doing, and things kind of flattened out for a little bit. But now all of a sudden the yield curve is starting to invert again. So I would imagine in the coming week or weeks that the Fed is going to step in and take action and try to stamp out that inflation. And wouldn't this be perfect timing for a retest of this break and retest on the weekly? But I don't want to be early to this, because that seems to be where I start losing out. So I do not have any pending orders, because pending orders have been nothing but a nightmare for me. I think it's going to turn here, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? But I'm looking for somewhere within this zone between 1.9000 and 1.9500, and potentially a little higher, you know, because we could get a false break up to 1.1000. That's, you know, this could do this, you know, give people false hope, and then it kind of rejects. It's all because you could get a wick. You know, you can get a wick on the weekly chart. So this could pop up and then we have a wick and it closes below this line. So, you know, I'm not dead set on the level, but regardless, in the next couple of weeks, what I'm going to be looking for is basically for the euro to retest this trend line somewhere in here. You know, because it looks different on every time frame. On the weekly time frame, it might come up to here and then close back below, and then on the weekly time frame you just have a wick. You know what I mean? So it's really hard to tell the level exact. So basically what I'm going to be doing is just watching price and looking for dates of red flag or major red flag news. And my bias is going to be to the downside. 100% to the downside. You know, Aussie. Yeah, see, we have this major resistance area. We had a little false break here, and it looks like we might be coming back up. But regardless, you see this level here on the weekly chart where we had boom, boom, false break, and then we touched it there, and we broke through. We haven't quite touched that level, which would pretty much touch the 50 EMA. Yes, the 50 EMA. So Aussie, I might be looking for a sell up in this zone right here. I do think there's a good potential that we come up, take this high out, and come up into this area before potentially we get a sell back to the downside. And NZD, well, again, we never took this high out. We double topped. So I'm going to be looking for a sell somewhere between this double top and this trend line. So this pocket right here. It all depends on what price does and when red flag news is around. You know what I mean? But I'm going to be looking for a sell up in this area somewhere. And this might be a good potential, like, hold them for a little bit kind of play. It might happen this week. It might not happen this week. You know, this could push up and then correct and then push up again. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm going to be looking for sells above these highs. And I'm gonna be watching price very, very closely. And then USD CAD, I'm still confused about this one because I really thought we were gonna hit 136. We never did. Then we got to bounce out of this zone again. But now we have a lower high. You know, kind of retested this resistance area and started pushing back down. So it's like, yeah, I guess if we come back down into this support zone, I might be looking for a buy. But as of right now, it's like, oh God, I really thought we were hitting 136. I really did. And maybe, I mean, there's a possibility we get a false break. We hit 136 and then... I mean, 136 is right here, so that's, yeah, that's pretty tough, even if this came straight down. So I could be wrong on that level. But I guess as long as I can get USD CAD somewhere close to this trend line, I'm going for it. I'm going for it, man. Because, yeah, this looks really good to the upside. And the Bitcoins, let's see, the Bitcoins on the weekly chart, yeah, look at that. So that looks like potentially, I mean, this candle formation here looks like potentially we could start to head back down to 31,000. And if we hit 31,000, I'm in. Or anywhere close to 31,000, I'm in. I'm going to throw everything I have at it at 31,000. And then I'm just going to leave it and then add on as we go. But we got a strong buy signal here on the weekly. I'm just waiting for that pullback. And 31,000 just makes the most sense to me. So I have to force the patience and just wait. You know what I mean? It's the FOMO shit that really, it really gets you. And that's what I've been finding, is not to obsess over one thing so much. Oh, there's the keyboard. You see this? I told you the K button. Oh God, this is so annoying. Yeah, I need a new keyboard, and I have to rip this room apart, so. Yeah, anyways, I should be back in like 2 weeks, maybe. And hopefully, you know, hopefully Euro USD. I might even trade this, you know what I mean? Euro USD seems to be a little less volatile than other pairs. And this is a clear weekly break and retest. And this zone that I have here looks like a pretty good one. But you see how the last week's candle closed. I mean, that is like hella bullish, man. Like, there's no wick. So I'm going to be weary of this coming week. Because who knows? You know what I mean? This could push all the way up to like this area, and then we get a wick that pushes back down and closes below that trend line. So I want to be very cautious, but I'm going to be watching your Euro USD. And look at this, we have the 200-day EMA coming very, very close here on the weekly chart. So I mean, it very well could be this area here. You know, it could be a little bit higher than this zone. But I'm gonna just kind of cool off, hold off. If we get a pullback in euro, I might actually even buy it, because I do think it's going to push a little bit higher. But then I'm gonna be looking for somewhere in here for some sign of bearish momentum, and I'm in. You know what I mean? And if Euro USD is going down, then Aussie USD is going down, NZD USD is going down, USD CAD's going up, you know what I mean? So, we shall see. And hopefully the Bitcoins makes a pullback to 31,000 at some point in the near future, so we can get in that. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to try to bang this room out as fast as I can and get all my shit back in here. But that's life. I have to get this done, man. This is an investment property. It's part of the long-term goal here. I have to keep going, and if it means cutting YouTube for a bit, that means cutting YouTube for a bit. You know what I mean? So, see you later. If I can figure out how to do it on my laptop, I will. But I don't know that I can figure that out. I'm gonna try, but I might be gone for a couple weeks. See you later.